What's up, guys? It's Ryan here with Eastcoastathletics. Day 7 of the World Championship. You know, we normally do it. We normally do our live stream right about the last hour, or I would say last hour and a half. We got two big races today, or tonight, I should say. We have the 200-meter finals for men and 200-meter finals for women. Uh, before we before we get to that, um, give me 1 second, guys. My feed seem to be messing up. I don't know what's going on with it, and I don't want to resort to. I don't want to resort to my TV. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to fix this. Okay, so I'm back. But my feed for my monitor right here that I'm normally watching the meet on is not, for some reason, is not showing. So I have to resort to my other option. That's what I was trying to set up pretty much. I hope this one is working pretty fine. Well, it should be working fine. Oh, I gotta mute that real quick. Okay, so my second feed is working. I can't get my first feed to work. I like when this feed is working because, I could pretty much be facing the camera as well as, looking down to see what's going on there. However, we do have, a few things that I wanted to, touch on or talk about today. Presently they're running the 800, but yesterday they did run the 400-meter semifinal, and then that's 400-meter semifinal for men and women, and they did run the 4 hurdles semifinal as well for women. So I think the finals will be tomorrow, but I'm just gonna go through the start list for the. All right, a comment I didn't realize that was there. The second feed is on my TV over here. The first feed, the one that I normally look at 24/7, is right here on my iPad in front of me. I like to have that one close. I don't really like turning to the side to watch it or look at it on my TV. I like to be, looking pretty much straight ahead, or glance down every now and then to look at my iPad, and my iPad seemed to be faster when it comes to the feed. It's way faster than even looking at it on my TV. So I tend to like my iPad more. My iPad is like always like 5 to 10 seconds ahead of my television pretty much when the race is already complete on my iPad, it's just getting started on my TV. So, I rather that. I'm having another interruption. Hold on one second. Anyways, back to you guys. So we're gonna go over the start list for the 400-meter hurdle women final. Um, so for the finals, for the 400-meter finals, 400-meter finals, 400-meter finals, we have Poland in lane 1, Jamaica. Stephanie Ann McPherson is in lane 2. Shanae Miller is in lane 3. Dominica Republic, Cofield is in lane 4. Candice McLeod is in lane 5. Polino of Dominica is also in the race. She's in lane 6. Williams of Barbados is in lane 7, and Kava of Netherlands is in lane number 8. So that's the lineup for the finals of the women 400. So let's take a look at the men 400. So for the men 400, we have Christopher Taylor in lane 1, which I'm gonna say hats off to him. This is the second time around he made the finals. Really think that he's keeping Jamaica quarter milers on the map. Because I haven't seen any, really good performance from Jamaica quarter milers, for the past couple of years, and he has been, really doing his thing. So I, really want to give a shout out to him. Really want to give a shout out to him because he's really, keeping Jamaica up there when it comes to the 400. So, and as I said, this is his second final. So I just want to, give a big shout out to him. So Christopher Taylor's in lane 1. Jones of Barbados is in lane 2. Kirani James in 3. We have Michael Norman in lane 4. Matthew Hudson is in lane 5. We got Champion Allison is in lane 6. Lane 7 is Van Niekerk. So I'm kind of scratching my head. I'm here trying to figure out if he ran the way he ran deliberately to get this lane. I don't know. I guess we're gonna see tomorrow. Then we have Nadori of Botswana in lane 8. So that's the lineup. So they got 2 Americans, South Africa, 1 Jamaican, Kirani James, Jones from Barbados, and we got a Botswanian. I think we also have Matthew from Great Britain in the finals as well. So, it's gonna be an exciting final tomorrow. I'm not sure, how it's gonna play out because, I feel like a lot of the athletes have a trick up their sleeve. I don't know exactly how it's gonna play out. I think we just gotta wait and see how that race, turn out. Where I know a lot of people, are in favor of Michael Norman, but I think even though he's the better competitor right now, like he's in the best shape right now, I think it's still open because anything can happen in the finals. And I said it's about who execute the best race on the day, and the person who, show up and is ready. So let's see what happened tomorrow. So let's jump to the other finals before we get to the 200-meter men final. I want to run through this start list of the women 400-meter hurdle finals before we get to that. So the women 400-meter hurdle finals will be closing out the list of events for tomorrow. So that's 3 finals back to back. So in lane 1, we have Wilson of the United States. Then we have Clayton of Jamaica in lane 2, Russell Clayton. Again, I think this is our second or third time making a final. So again, hats off to her. Shamir Little of the United States in lane 3. Bowl of Netherlands in 4. In lane 5, we have McLaughlin, the favorite. In lane 6, we have Mohammed. So the 2 favorites are in the middle of the track, are going to be in the middle of the track in 5 and 6. Then we have Woodruff of Panama in lane 7. And we have Anna of Ukraine in lane 8. So that's the lineup for the finals of the women 400-meter hurdles. So now let's talk about everything else. You said wouldn't sleep on Allison. I mean, I'm not saying that we should. I'm just saying, it's an open race, so it's possible for anybody to step forward, and try to do something special. That's all I'm saying. But where the when it comes to today's event, which is the 200-meter finals, I don't know. I think you guys could hear me clearly, though. Let me try to adjust this mic a little bit. The 200-meter is it's as if I'm a little speechless, even though I have a lot of thoughts. It's like I don't know how to express it or say it. I think that the men's 200, is gonna be hold on one second. Let me see something. I think the men's 200 is gonna be really exciting for the mere fact that there's this internal rivalry going on between Knighton and Laos. So Laos is, I would say, the more experienced 200-meter runner. Knighton is more so the up and coming star, who's trying to make that big statement that he is the future. I mean, he's young and everybody is stating that he has run half of a second faster at his age compared to what Bolt did when he was, that age. So I think, that's something that is going to play a big factor, because he want to be seen as, one of the greatest of all time, in the sport. And if he can secure this championship at his age, then that's going to speak volume to what he could possibly do in the future. So I really think that he wants this championship really bad. I think he really wants to win. And I mean, all athletes want to win, but at the same time, Noah Lyles is not going to just give the championship to him. He's going to have to beat him. Like, he's going to have to really execute a perfect race. And based on what I'm seeing, Noah Lyles' first 100-meter is getting better, and he still have that last 100 in the bag. Like, he always finish really hard. So, it's going to be hard for Knighton to just, step up and just dethrone Noah Lyles like that. I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think, it's going to be a little difficult. I'm not going to say I'm in favor of Knighton. I think they're both, two talented athletes, and they have the capability of running really fast. It's just a matter of, as I always say, who wants it more on the day. So whoever wants it more, that's, who I think is gonna win, because that individual will, try their best to execute the perfect race or the best race, which would in turn, you know, allow them to win. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, because it's track and field, anything could happen. And oh, guys, I did post the invite link in the comment section of the chat. So if anybody wanna give their opinion or their view, they're welcome to click on the link. I'll add them to the live stream, and they're able to voice their opinion. So that's the reason why I post the link there. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to wait like everybody else and watch it over there. Oh, so we got two people in here already. Device not connected. So they will need to connect their microphone and camera before you can add them to the stream. So Sam, you have to connect your microphone and your camera before I could add you to the stream. I don't know who SN is, but I think I'm able to add you. But seeing that we just talked about the men's 200-meter final, let's talk about the females. I'm gonna add this caller. Why every time I you guys click on the link and then I add y'all, and then you guys automatically just, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you guys jumped off or what. I don't know what's going on with my light there. Hold on 1 second. It's okay. All right, so let's talk about the. All right, so here we go. The 200-meter men, they're rolling out. But before we even get to the the start line, I really want to talk to you guys about the women 200-meter final. Oh, hold on 1 second. I want to know what you guys think. I really want to know. Who do you guys think will win the women 200-meter final? All right, so Jeff, I'm gonna add you. I don't know if you could every time, but anyways, who do you guys think will win the women 200-meter final? I mean, I already have my thoughts, my predictions. What do you guys think? Because I personally think that Sharika Jackson is gonna win. Shelly Ann is gonna be second, and there's a great possibility that Elaine's gonna be third. So, you know, possibly we gonna get a sweep again in the 200. If we don't get a sweep, I'm thinking I don't think Shelly Ann gonna win. If Shelly Ann wins that 200-meter, I'm gonna be so shocked. Like I'm gonna be shocked out of this world. I'm thinking that Sharika Jackson is gonna take gold, but I really don't. It's tough. But Sharika, I'm going with Sharika for gold, Shelly Ann for silver, and Elaine for bronze. There's no way Elaine is gonna see Shelly Ann and Sharika in front of her and not try to make it a sweep. Like she's gonna do everything in her power to be in the medals because she's naturally a better 200-meter runner than 100-meter. So I really think that she's gonna go, as hard as she can. Somebody say that America will not. Okay, I thought that was America will, but they won't. Then somebody says Shelly Ann for the win. I don't know. I think Sharika Jackson has the upper hand. She has what it takes. She's hungry. She missed out on her opportunity last year, and she's gonna capitalize this year. Like I think she wants the 200-meter title more than anything else. I think the 100 does matter to her, but the 200 is is more close to her heart than the 100. So she's gonna gun for that 200 more than anything else. And hold up, they're actually sitting there. Why did I think that? Why did I think that the why did I think that the men 200 was gonna be first? I don't know why I was thinking that. Maybe I read it wrong, but the women are presently on the track. Sharika looks ready. She's in lane 4. I think she's in the perfect lane. She's right where she needs to be. Exactly where she needs to be. We got Asha Smith in lane 3. I don't know. Whenever these Jamaican ladies are running, I always get nervous. I don't know why or why I can't help it, but like I'm really nervous right now. It's as if I'm the one running, which is weird. I think we gonna pull the sweep off. I think we're gonna pull the sweep off. And on top of that, I think we might get a world record. I'm looking at I'm predicting 21-2 for Sharika Jackson. and 21-7 for Shelly Ann Fraser Price. 21-8 for Elaine. That's what I'm predicting. Those are my predictions. I think we could pull the sweep off for sure. But as I said, it won't be easy, but it's possible. Where there's a will, there's a way. I think they could do it. I can't even stay still. I'm so nervous right now. So nervous. Steiner is in lane 8. Air is in 2. Jackson in 4. Fraser in 6. If anybody upsets this race, it's gonna be Shelly Ann because she's in lane 6. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Tete, you gotta unmute your microphone. If you're trying to join the stream, you have to you got to connect your microphone and your camera, or else it's not going to allow me to add you. It's not going to allow me to add you unless you connect your camera and your microphone. I can't show it. That's the only thing I can't do. Yeah, Shelly Ann is definitely going to get off fast. So Sharika might not be able to, get off the turn before her, but at the same time, Sharika is strong enough to finish the race. All right, they're on their marks. Let's go, Team Jamaica. Let's go. Let's go. Sharika. See, I told you. Sharika, Shelly Ann. Oh my gosh, 20.4, 21.4. Okay, Fraser Price was second. Fraser Price got second, 21.4. I told y'all Shelly Ann was going to be second. I saw that coming. The sweep, I wasn't so sure about, but I knew that Shelly Ann was going to be second. I saw that from the semifinal. Asher Smith, I told you guys, watch Asher Smith. Randy, I'm sure you remember me saying that you got to look out for Asher Smith, because if anybody's going to break that sweep, it's going to be Asher Smith. The Americans were never in it because Gabby was not going to break that sweep at all. It had to be Asher Smith. And I think that has to be a championship record. Second, Shelly Ann got second. Sharika won. Shelly Ann got second. Dana Asher Smith from United States, not United States, from United Kingdom, from Great Britain, got third. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's easy to predict these races because all you guys have to do is look at how they perform in the semifinals. I mean, that's it. You could tell that Shelly Ann was gonna get out the blocks really fast. Like she did it in the semifinal, and she was ready. So she was gonna do it again. Like she saw that it worked against Steiner. So why not do the same thing? I don't think that Elaine is in tip top shape right now. I think she's a little off. For the most part, she always have a good year, then a not so good year. So I'm assuming that this year is a not so good year. But I mean, she's still represented. I mean, I'm proud of all three of them. It's just this 200 wasn't. I didn't see her placing, but I was hoping that she could have, snatched that bronze medal. But I honestly didn't see her placing because I really had Asher Smith medaling because of how she ran the semifinals. Shelly Ann Fraser ran 21.8. I think I predicted her at 21.7. That's close enough. Yeah, Sharika won. That's close enough. That's really close. Yeah. But one of the main things in a 200, if you could get a big enough lead where your competitors have to do a lot of work to try to catch you, half the time it's almost impossible for them to catch you because they have to do so much, and then you could only hold your top end for so long. And I think that was Shelly Ann's strategy going in. I'm going to get out and I'm going to get as far away from the pack as I possibly can because I know it's going to be hard for them to catch me. I know in the back of her head, she's like, oh, Sharika coming, Sharika right there. Yeah. Because she knows Sharika's ability. So, I think that was expected. She definitely expected that. No, I can't. I can't show the race. That's one thing I can't. I wish I could show it. Trust me, if I could show the race, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair. I would be in Oregon right now because I normally try to bring you guys live races or at least maybe an hour after the race. But that has been an issue, so I don't really mess with that anymore. But I can't show you guys, the race right now. But yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. My predictions are almost always spot on. I mean, the only thing I think I didn't nail spot on was her time. Like I was really hoping for a world record. I was hoping for 21.2. Like I really wanted her to run under 21.3. Really, really wanted her to run that fast. But I mean, it didn't happen. The men's are gonna go off in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Elaine finished 7th. I think the lane draw may have messed up Elaine as well because running from lane 2, being such a tall female, I think it may have affected, her ability to execute her race perfectly on the turn. But that race was definitely Sherika's race, no doubt about that. I didn't see anyone taking it from her, and even when Fraser Price got off the turn in front, I already knew that Sherika was gonna come back because she wasn't far off. She was right there, and you know, based on my knowledge of running the 200 meter, thanks Seville, thank you very much. Based on my knowledge of running the 200 meter, not every athlete runs the 200 meter all out. Most of the I'm gonna say most or all of the best 200 meter runners, they get out for the first like 40 meters 100%, and then they I don't want to say back off, but they relax a little bit and go with that momentum, and when they get to 120, they turn it up again. So I think I don't know if you guys will be able to watch the race at a later date, but if you do, look at the race. Look at how she accelerated from the 120 coming into the straightaway. The fact that she did that alone put her back in front of Shelly Ann. Athletes normally call that the slingshot. You got a slingshot off the turn. And I think that's what Sherika did. And she did it perfectly. Like, her timing was precise. It wasn't off, not even by a bit. It was perfect. She knew who she was up against.
So the only doubt
Hello,
was
Reggie?
how fast.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
sir.
You can hear me.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yes, I'm hearing you.
All right, good night, sir. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
What do you think about the performances?
Yes. And
Well, most of it was a bit surprising, but it's okay.
Why do you think it was surprising?
Elaine Thompson surprised me the most.
Oh, so because my next question was gonna be, what did you expected that you didn't really see?
I was expecting a 1, 2, 3 performance from the girls, but unfortunately, it didn't happen.
I mean, to be honest with you, I myself was hopeful of the 1, 2, 3 because, in all honesty, I'm Jamaican, so I do root for Jamaica, if you understand what I'm saying. But on the other hand, I had to be realistic with my predictions because, you know, I've been running track and field for over 15 years, and I know when an athlete is ready based on how they perform through the rounds. And you could tell that Shelly and Fraser Price was ready, and you could tell that Sherika was ready. Elaine was a little bit off compared to her regular, performance. I was really hoping that she could take the third because that would be really good for Jamaica. Because as you guys can see, or as you can see, Jamaica hasn't really been performing on the male side. So I was just hoping that the females could kind of, pull in a lot of the medals to kind of offset for what the guys weren't really able to do. So I was really hopeful for that third, but honestly, Asha Smith she performed really good in the semifinals, and when I saw that,
Yeah, she really wanted it.
Yeah, and I always say that, whenever I'm doing the live stream, it's the athlete that shows up on the day that is the hungriest and wants it the most. That's the athlete that's gonna win because they're gonna put their best foot forward, in an attempt to secure a medal. And I think that's what Asha Smith did, and she did it well. I think she did it well.
Well, you could see that Elaine Thompson wasn't ready in the. You could see it all in 100 meter. and I believe she's suffering from a shoulder injury.
Oh, you say you think she's hurt? Um, to be honest
Yes.
with you, I'm not sure if she's hurt. Because a lot of times, athletes disclose don't really disclose that type of stuff. They don't really disclose whether or not they're hurt, because that will give their competitors a little edge over them, knowing that they're hurt. Okay, I'm gonna write you off. You understand what I'm saying? So for the most part, they don't really, disclose whether, they're in good form or they're hurt. They just show up, and if it works out, it works out. But I mean,
Yeah.
I know she's one of the best to ever compete in the sport, and I don't think nobody could ever take that away from her. It's just a matter of going back to the drawing board, and working on, the stuff that went wrong, or she that is affecting her, and then just moving to the next competition, because I think they do have Commonwealth Games coming up next month. I'm not sure, if she's gonna be competing, but I guess we just have to wait and see. Presently, the men 200 is on track. No Jamaicans in the race, but I really think it's an interesting race to watch. Laws and Knighton, in this race. Noah Laws I think he's in the lane that he wanna be in, which is lane 6. Knighton is gonna have to do a
Let's see
lot of
what
work.
teenager brings to the table.
Huh?
Let's see what the teenager brings to the table.
I mean, that's the thing. And as I was saying earlier, the teenager wanna be among the likes of Bolt, at his age. You get what I'm saying? So he's gonna really try to put his best foot forward, because that's what all the comparisons have been about. He ran 0.5 second faster than Bolt did when Bolt was his age. So he's really trying to make a statement here. So I think we're gonna have to just wait and see what happens. But Lyles is not gonna roll over and play dead. I could guarantee you that much. One of them has similar talent that Bolt had at his age at 18, and the other one has the charisma of Bolt. He's jovial. He likes to play around. Enjoy himself while he's out there. Not being too serious.
Yeah.
So they're getting on their marks.
Let's see.
Noah lies as
You
he
have to
takes
see this one.
low stars into his running. Noah lies is all the way out by himself. Noah lies is super the USA. Will be getting the 1, 2, 3. Noah lies is leading. Oh my word! 19.32 on the 0.4 centimeters per second. Whoa!
All right, Lyles is out. $19.32. I told y'all, experience. 1931. The third fastest person to ever run the 200 meter. Noah Lyles won. 19.31. Knighton is not ready. He's not ready. And tell you what I realized is, I think I can't remember his name. But the other American came second. So somebody did say US 1, 2, 3, which you are correct. That's Radcliffe 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they did get 1, 2, 3. They did sweep the 200. So they swept the 100 and 200 men. And to be honest, between the 100 and the 200, to me, the 200 is, I would say, the better race. The race that everyone, might be a little bit shocked or happy about because of the time. 19.31. You say Knighton need to work on his arrogance. It's kind of tough to say. He's young, and I think that's the main takeaway from here. The fact that he's so young, I don't think it's so much arrogance. I think it's no, it's not swagger, it's not charisma. I think it's just the raw zeal. He have that zeal, that drive to be the best. That's what he has. And then when he lose, it really gets to him. But with maturity, with time comes maturity, and eventually he'll learn, to accept the sport for what it is, and eventually he'll move up from there. But I already knew that Laos was in the best position to run a fast time or even to win, because he is in the lane that he loves, and that's lane 6. I mean, I wouldn't even say what you call it. I wouldn't even say Knighton is cocky. I just think he's the teenager that wants to be on top, but then, technically he got schooled from, a senior, and he didn't take it too well. That's about it. I think he'll bounce back. There's a great possibility he'll run, faster than he did than his PR. But I think we just gotta wait, give things time. And I think that's what he has to do as well. Be patient. That's one thing with track and field. Like, you can't rush anything. Nothing happens before the time. Everything is timed. And no matter what you do, it'll never happen before the time that it's supposed to happen. His time will come where he gets to become world champion or Olympic champion. It's a part of the sport. Noah Lyles paid his dues, and he's reaping his reward. And that's just the bottom line. Was I expecting him to run 1931? No, I wasn't. I was expecting 19.5 or 19.48, but I mean, he surprised us. He showed us that, he's capable of going faster. And I think that's a big PR for him, because before this, I think his PR was 19.50. So this is a really big PR for him. So big day, big smiles. And his birthday was a couple days ago. So I guess he have something in common with Usain, wherein that most of the time when Usain Bolt compete at Worlds or Olympics, his birthday is always close by. So in this scenario where World Championship is in July, Lyle's birthday was, during the championship. So I don't know. I guess that kind of fueled him a little bit. Like, I mean, who wouldn't want to end a championship with a gold medal, knowing that their birthday was a couple days before that? You can't choose your lane because if you're not, if all right, let me try my best to explain it. All right, so lanes are assigned based on your performance in the semifinals and in the finals. In the heats, it's random. Any athlete get any lane. It's just a random draw from the computer. It's not the best athlete get the best lane, but in the semifinals and the finals, the best athletes get the best lane because you run for the best lane. You run to get a good lane. So with that being said, if you run the fastest time in the lineup, the fastest time is gonna give you, I think it's gonna give you 5. The second fastest time is gonna give you 6. The third fastest time gives you 4. That's how they do it in I think that's how they do it in most championship. And again, don't quote me because I might be a little bit off, but I know 4, 5, and 6 are always the top 3. Like the 3 fastest time going into the finals. Always. But I can't quite remember if it's 5, 6, then 4, or 5, 4, 6. Right? I think it's somewhere there. But I guess you guys could go back and look at the start list for the men's 200 and the women's 200, because you'll get a better understanding based on the qualifications of the 200 meter women, why each athlete got the lane that they got. Because the fastest time going in was Sharika, and she got lane 4. So I'm assuming that they're using lane 4 for the best lane on the track. And then second to that was, who was in 5? I can't remember who was in 5. But there was an athlete between Sharika and Shelly Ann. And another thing too, they also use winners. So Sharika won her heat. Shelly Ann won her heat. And the other winner of the third heat got lane 5. That's the person that was in between Shelly Ann and Sharika. So I think what they did, they put the winners in the middle 3 lanes, right? The winners of the semifinals in the middle 3 lane, and then they place everybody else according to their times. Yeah, Laos did run, a splendid race. 19.31 is fast. There's only 2 people in the history of track and field that has ever gone faster than 19.31, and that's the great Usain Bolt himself and Johan Blake. That's it. And that's 1919 and 1926. There's nobody else in the world that ever run faster than that. That ever run faster than that. That's it. Michael Johnson ran 1932. So presently, Noah Lyles is the fastest American over 200 meter. Michael Johnson is now number 2, now second. you know, and that's just what it is. I think tonight it was a really splendid night when it came to performance. You know, I think a lot of people are still in shock based on the times. You know, some people may have expected a little bit more. For some people, you know, their predictions was on point. They expected, you know, a win from a specific athlete. That's what happened. You know, it all depends. It depends. You know, I think it worked out for the most part. You know, I my predictions was spot on. Sharika for the win, Shelly Ann for silver, and hopefully Elaine third. But in case that Elaine didn't get third, I had Asha Smith, you know, getting that third that bronze medal, and that's exactly what happened. So, you know, the only thing that I wasn't, you know, on point about is that world record, and I was just hoping that she got it. You know, it didn't happen because it wasn't supposed to. You know, that's just that's how the sport is. If it's supposed to happen, it will have. So a lot of runners, a lot of athletes in general are overrated. And it's all about money. You know, the a lot of athletes get their ratings from the media and supporters, because the more these athletes are hyped up, the more the more the audience want to see the showdown, the outcome. And with that being said, the more money, you know, the host of the meet, whether it's the world championship or if it's just even a diamond league, the more money that you know that meet organizer will pull in, because more people are going to show up to the track to watch that specific race, because at that point in time it's considered a, a big race. So if everybody's saying that Sharika is going to break the 200-meter record, and another set of individuals are saying that Abby Steiner is going to beat her, then, you know, we have something going there, because it's technically Jamaica versus the US, and that's always been a big rivalry, you know. And with that going on, then the media is gonna boost it. The media is gonna try to make sure that, you know, everyone is aware of this big race, this big rivalry. And when that happens, it's more money for the media in every way, shape, and form. And it's more money for the meet organizer, because more tickets sold, as well as more coverage bought, because we have to pay for the subscription or whatever we use to watch um the races. I'm almost certain it's not for free. So, you know, that's just how it is. It's about making money. A lot of athletes are overrated, and I'm sure everybody on this live right now can think of one specific athlete that is extremely overrated. Overrated to a point where it's as if everywhere you look on the internet, you see her name, and she hasn't done anything. So, you know, I mean, we're not going to get too much into that, but that was just an example of athletes that are overrated, you know, haven't done anything to acquire that level of ratings or respect, but at the same time they have it because by them being in that position or in the spotlight, it brings more attention to the sport, hence more money, to a specific brand or media companies in general. So, that's, as I said, it's a part of the sport. It is what it is. We just gotta understand, how the sport is. I think they're on the track right now, taking pictures, Shelly and Sharika. Yeah, they're actually doing the medal ceremony. Yeah, they're doing the medal ceremony right now. So the men's going out. Let me see. Would you ever entertain the idea of training anyone far as the sport, or guiding based off the understanding you have of the sport? Yes, I would. I don't think I would refrain from doing that, because having knowledge of the sport or any form of understanding of the sport, and just keeping that knowledge to yourself, in my opinion, is selfish. I think that, as an individual, if there's a possibility for you to share your knowledge, share what you have learned or your experiences with someone else, in order to make them better, I think, that only makes you a better person, by doing that. So, I'm always open to that, and I do try to do that, you know, with a lot of athletes, but not everyone is willing to listen, because of different reasons. And with track and field, it's a hit or miss sometimes, because you'll find athletes that will listen to advice, and you have other athletes that don't listen to advice. Because, as I said, I've been an athlete for over 15 years, and at one point in my career, I never used to listen. Like, people used to say stuff to me, and it's like in one ear, out the other, but over time, you know, I learned that it's better to listen, and then, you know, as an individual, you analyze what you are told, and try to make the best of it. Because if somebody takes the time out to try to give you advice or tell you something that is supposed to benefit you in a positive way, evidently they care. So, I mean, that would be the ultimate reason why they try to share any form of information with you. So, you know, as I said, it all depends on, the level of the athlete as well. Uh, I agree. I agree with you. I agree. But at the same time, I think the guidance is one thing. The knowledge is another thing. I think the knowledge comes from a mixture of advice and experience. You, as an athlete, you have to know when to go with your experience, or to trust your experience, and when to, you know, take guidance or take, advice from someone else. You have to make that decision. And I think I think one of the things too, a lot of athletes that are educated, that are, really educated, they tend to do a lot better than other athletes because of the main fact that they're able to break down what they were told, analyze, and make the best of it. Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna say yes a million times where that is concerned, because direct criticism is often seen as or can be seen as you not liking the individual, or you don't think the individual is good enough or is up to a specific standard, because that I've had experiences with that before, and it doesn't, it's not a good feeling when you get that direct criticism. But at the end of the day, you got to think to yourself as an athlete, what is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Do you want to be a better athlete? And if so, is it even possible for what this person is saying to be right or wrong? Is it possible for it to be right, mainly? And if so, what can I possibly do to change that? Yeah, this person may have seemed a little bit direct or harsh, however you want to put it, but at the end of the day, there's a possibility that it might be right, might be correct. So what are you going to do about it? I think that's what it boils down to. But again, maturity comes into play. How the athlete deal with direct criticism, that's what I think it boils down to. But yeah, it's a sport. I personally know athletes who do not do well with direct criticism at all. But hopefully one day they will. Hopefully. But I think I'm going to wrap up. So just want to say a big thank you for everyone who tuned in to the live stream tonight, showing me support. I'm really happy to see the turnout tonight. Even if it was just for a minute or two, I'm very thankful for it. I also want to say for you guys who are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss my videos, because outside of these live streams, I do post videos, educational videos about track and field, and I also do product reviews as it relates to sport products, recovery products, footwears, stuff like that. Pretty much educational stuff for track and field athletes. So, and I do have a video that is gonna be live tomorrow. So you guys definitely look out for that. So as I said, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. So as soon as that video goes live, you guys be the first one to get that notification. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. So thanks for watching, guys. It's your boy here with East Coast Athletics, signing out. Peace.